Over a decade of hunting in some of the world's most remote and untamed locations. Federal Premium Ammunition, powering your pursuit. King's Camo, the next era is here. Safari Club International Canada, first for hunters. Bushnell, purpose built. Their message of conservation and management has been shared with millions. So let's enjoy the experience before, during, and after pulling the trigger. This is Federal's Trigger Effect. This week, Dean and Kent head up to the Pacific Flyway in Vanderhoof, British Columbia, Canada. They're joining good friend Mike Russell of Feathers and Fins Outfitters, who graciously donated this hunt to the annual Silent Live auction at Vista's Outdoors Annual Sales Conference. Every year, Vista Outdoors raises hundreds of thousands of dollars to support various causes that benefit frontline emergency workers and veterans. This year, the hunt was purchased by a father and son team, Jim and Sam Nicholson. So let's head out into the field on the first day and join Dean, who is up to gun first.
Well, as you can see, it's an early morning here in central British Columbia. We're hunting again with our good friend Mike Russell from Feather and Fins Outfitters. Kent and him last night were out doing a scout, and they saw a fairly good group of Greater Canadians with some specs mixed in, and actually Mike was even telling me teal, which is incredible at this time of year. So we're all set up, we're ready to go. As you can tell by my breath, we had snow yesterday. It's clear skies right now, but we are below zero. But it's pretty dead wind, that's the only thing. But we could have birds coming from anywhere. And as you can tell, Kent's behind the camera, but tomorrow he's gonna be in front of it. So let's get tucked into our blinds and ready to go. That was quick. Well, we've literally just hit legal shooting. We've already had a couple flocks come in, and we had 3 come fairly close, so we popped one out of it, but I hear more geese, so we're gonna get tucked in. Oh, we pulled a few out of that flock. Oh yeah, the boys are getting some shooting over there.
Nice.
Nice.
Sam, did you get some shots? Yeah.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. So we pulled a few out of that flock and it went right over to our friends that are just down the field from us, and they dropped a few out of it. I think only 2 got out of that flock.
We got 5 now.
That's awesome. On the camera.
Nice. Sorry, Kent. Maybe these guys are gonna
That was an expensive bird almost. It almost hit one of our static cams. We're about an hour and a bit into legal shooting, and we've had a ton of geese pouring into the fields. Nice thing about it is both groups are getting the equals amount of shooting, but there's still birds in the air all around us. Sun's just starting to peek up over top here, so we're going to warm up a little bit, but I think we got birds coming in. Let's look.
Make sure you come back after this commercial break for more hunting action with Federal's Trigger Effect. Federal Premium Ammunition, powering your pursuit. Whatever you hunt, however you shoot, Federal has you covered with the best ammunition options in every category.
I didn't even get to jump on those ones, but the boys took care of them. Good shooting, guys. That's awesome. Boy, there's a lot of birds in the air. Well, we had 3 finally cut in tight, and between all of us, we knocked them down. So, big birds. Awesome.
Black cloud.
Yeah, that definitely was a black cloud reach out right there. Oh, he crumpled.
Look at that! He's running away going, oh boy! Look at the far one, he's going.
Those were high flyers.
Well, we got 3.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, we're nearing the end of the shoot here this morning. It was a great shoot. We're sitting at about 21 birds, and but we saw tons. I mean, the problem was with this robin egg blue sky, they're coming in high, they're circling lots, they're able to pick out small little details within the spreads. but it's still one heck of a shoot, and the guys next to us got about the same amount of birds, so it's probably about 40 birds on the ground. You can't really complain about that, but looks like we're gonna pack up and call her a day, go in for some breakfast. We'll be back out here tomorrow morning, and I'll be grabbing the camera. We couldn't have asked for a nicer day. I mean, we got robin-egg blue skies, the sun is out, geese are still flying, and that was a great morning shoot, Mike.
It certainly was. Yeah, we had fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it was, and I mean, it's tough when it's robin-egg blue like this because the birds stay high and they can fly over and really look at those decoy spreads in detail.
We had a pretty heavy frost, so the deeks were a bit shiny, and they knew it. They gave us a challenge. We gave them a challenge.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, I can't tell people enough. I mean, everybody thinks of the Canadian prairies when it comes to waterfowl hunting, but Mike has an amazing outfit here, Feather and Fin Outfitters in Vanderhoof, BC. And Mike, you know, how can people get a hold of you?
My website's pretty easy to find, and my phone number will be on the end of your show here, and email is probably the best way to get a hold of me. Look me up on the internet, feathersandfins.ca.
Thanks for the shoot, bud.
Anytime.
That was an incredible shoot. And again, Feather and Fin Outfitters, Vanderhoof, BC. If you want to have an absolutely incredible waterfowl hunt, give Mike a call.
We'll have fun.
Stay tuned for more Federal's Trigger Effect. King's Camo. The next era is here. The XK7 pattern exclusively available for the XKG series. Well, the boys started their morning bright and early, setting up the decoys under the light of the trailer and headbands. Skies were clear with some scattered clouds, and again, very little wind. This morning, Kent is up to bat, shooting with Mike, Jim, and Sam. So let's load up the shotguns with Black Cloud and start the early morning goose grind.
About 7:06. We got another 4 or 5 minutes.
What's the snow limit?
Yeah. We got a few out of that group.
How many you guys got?
I didn't drop any. I hit one.
Drop any.
I got one up foot and one over there.
Yeah. I was shooting behind those guys. That was awesome.
You shoot him, you get him.
I think there might be some in the breast on that one.
The Pacific Flyway is one of 4 North American flyways. Along with the Atlantic, Mississippi, and Central, these flyways are the major migration routes for North America's migratory bird populations. The Pacific Flyway extends from Alaska, Yukon, and the Northwest Territories in the north to the southern United States, Mexico, and Central and South America in the south. The flyway follows the west coast of the continent and extends eastward to the Continental Divide. The flyway connects the northern breeding grounds with the southern wintering grounds and includes migratory stopping points that birds use as they travel north and south. Within the flyway are migration corridors that create favorable wind flow patterns and rest areas that the birds use to conserve energy, replenish body stores, and wait out inclement weather conditions along the way. Birds that hatch in the breeding grounds of these flyaways generally return to the same breeding grounds year after year. Some duck species share wintering grounds between flyaways, which result in some pairs between males and females from neighboring flyaways being formed. In those cases, the males would follow the female back to her natal breeding ground the following year. This can explain how a bird banded in the breeding ground of one flyaway can be harvested in the breeding ground of another flyaway in subsequent years. Although not exclusive to the Pacific Flyway, some waterfowl species unique to the Pacific Flyway include the brant goose, which migrates from Alaska to the southern U.S. coast across the Pacific Ocean, the greater scaup, which nests in the high Arctic, and the harlequin duck that nests along swift-moving streams. These three species use the uniqueness of the Pacific Flyway as habitat.
He's going down. It's a big bird, that one. Yeah, we got some dead ducks and geese out there, so been a good shoot so far this morning here with Feathers and Fin Outfitters. Vanderhoof BC Mike Russell puts on a pretty good shoot, but we got to go gather up some deads, get back in the blinds. There's lots of birds in the sky.
Come back and join Kent and Dean after these messages from our sponsors. Safari Club International Canada. First for hunters. Taxidermy services for Federal's Trigger Effect is provided by Hunters Union and Ray Wiens Taxidermy.
Now that's a duck shoot. Good shooting, buddy. I crushed one. It was really close, and I think it's going to be a bit of a mess, that one. But yeah, they came right in on top of us, didn't they? There's more ducks behind us.
Oh, coming right in front of us.
Right in front. Good shooting there, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, Are we gonna get those? Yeah, we better. Did you get 13?
I got 13.
Yeah. Oh, these ducks are setting right in behind us. Nice. Good thing you guys can shoot. I think we double tapped a greenhead, did we not?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, should we call it? Well, that was a great mixed bag, and I mean, you guys are probably going to come back next year, aren't you?
That is the plan.
All right. Well, maybe we'll join you with that.
Good deal.
Now, you guys got this hunt through an auction, is that correct?
Yeah, 2 years ago at the Vista auction, our sales meeting, there was Back the Blue auction, and I was a winning bid on that. And I bought it for Sam's 21st birthday, and then COVID hit, so here we are. He's 23 now, and we're here finally.
Well, that's good, and I mean, we can't thank Mike enough for donating that hunt. That makes these functions work just so well and raise so much money for such a great cause. You bet. Well, fellas, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Again, we got to thank Mike Russell for donating this hunt. We want to thank all our sponsors who help us put this together. We want to thank you, the viewers, for watching. So make sure you join us next week for more Federal's Trigger Effect.
This has been a Thunder Boys production.